Hey guys, this is going to be a quick intro video, but I'll mainly be going over a brief explanation of each race's strengths and weaknesses and counters to some of the popular strategies and combos you might face. Um, so quickly, I used to be a League of Legends streamer on Twitch. I wasn't very big, but I did hit #2 talent in the world using cheese tactics, which what a lot of my gameplay and strategies will revolve around. Now, these aren't hard facts, these are just what I believe makes each race strong. So for the humans, their biggest strength comes from the buffs, such as the marine ability, to boost surrounding unit damage by 60%, 30% upon deployment, another 30 on death. I believe the second 30% only applies to base damage and not modified damage. Their second strength comes from low CC cost and support spells. So CC stands for crowd control, like Mind Blast. These guys are also built for spell cycling, which I'll go over in another video if you guys want. They also have what's pretty much an instant AoE nuke, which is very hard to counter and requires very fast reflexes. The next race I'll be going over are the Zeks. Their biggest strength comes from swarming, launching full-scale assaults, and their synergy to play off unit deaths. In my opinion, this race should never be defending and should always be on the offensive to best utilize their mechanics. And because of their immolation spell, they don't need to rely on unit or spell cycling, so they can go all out and not worry about equipping any energy intensive units too much. As far as their weakness goes, if their full scale assault doesn't work as planned, their structures are left vulnerable to be destroyed. So finally we come to the Pyraza, which is the race I main the most. Their strength doesn't come from swarming or abilities that synergize with each other, which is kind of disappointing, but they do specialize in defending and taking out priority targets. To me, they're designed for field control, unit manipulation, flanking, and diversion. Cards such as Illusion, Avatar, and Isolate Space are all good for ruining the other player's strat. One of the biggest flaws in their design is they can rely too much on spell cycling, which reduces the number of units they can have out on the field at once. Alright, so since I play Pyraza, I'm only going to go over some of the counters using this race. I don't have any clips for you today, but hopefully you've seen it or you have a vivid imagination, right? So first one I want to go over is the Screamer and Death Pack Rush. Players like to send this out as soon as the match starts. First of all, don't panic and send out all your units just to stop it. You want to wait for it to reach your tower. Then the enemy is most likely going to cast Death Pact on it as it's about to drop to 50% HP. And what that's going to do is it's going to burst your turret with its enhanced volley ability. Before that happens, just nuke it with Soul of Warrior, imprison it, and let your turret take it down, or send his ass to space with Isolate Space. If they don't use Death Pack, just ignore it and continue building up energy. So the next one I want to talk about is the Scavenger Swarm and Heal. So the enemy is usually going to send out a shit ton of scavs accompanied by like a big ass babysitter. Simple approach is to drop Scared Mines before the scavengers become stationary. A second method is use Isolate Space, Imprison, or Illusion to split up the group. Kill the first wave, kill the second wave, and you should be good. Just do it before they drop the Life Spore. So another dude that might give you trouble is the Crusher. Don't be intimidated by it, and don't expend over the necessary resource just to kill it. Send out like a unit or two that can hold it, chip away at it, and all you have to do is worry about dealing with support troops or anything else that can kill you. Some good cards against this are the Protector and the Gremlin or the Unicorn. So now let's go over the humans. When you see a Cyclops and Healer combo, the important thing to remember is to engage it before it focuses your tower. It's not so tanky, so you can rush it. One of the strats I like to do is to distract it by sending out unit one in one lane and then flank it with a high damage unit like your Vanguard. Take it down as fast as you can without spending over 10 energy, that way you come out ahead. So humans are straight beasts when it comes to spell cycling, right? So what I like to do is drop the Illusion right on their Scared Mines, that way it activates them and it goes back in their inventory. So after that, just bum rush their ass before they can set up. If they drop an Assault Cannon, nuke it instantly, and that way it'll automatically put you ahead since it costs 5 and well, Soul of Warrior only costs 4. Keep expenditures in mind throughout the match and you'll come out ahead. So in addition to that, if you mess up and let them spell cycle, what they like to do is spam the shit out of Matrix Shield. If that happens, send 75% of their troops to space and wipe out what's left before they come back. And lastly, some of you are probably wondering how the hell do I get past this potato. And I agree, he's tanky as shit with a healer, but you can actually melt him with Imprison Crystal. Right when your units engage him, just introduce his fat ass to some bondage and imprison him. While he's got the cuffs on, he can't activate Perseverance, so no shield, no heal, no issue. That's it. Now you're probably asking, Zesty, how do I counter my own race, the Master Race? What do I do if I run into you in the tourney? Well, it's easy. As soon as the game starts, start saving up energy. That way you can hit the pause button and rage quit, cause you can't.